Indira complained that a foreign hand was trying to destabilize her. 1 year later, she was tasting the ashes of defeat. Modi is likely to be a shoo-in in 2019 if he sticks to his economic knitting. By Chaitnya Kalbag Those who make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities. Voltaire absurdity was piled atop absurdity as 7 weeks of vitriol ended in a splash on Tuesday with Prime Minister Narendra Modi taking a seaplane ride. When this Prime Minister, arguably the most powerful mass leader we have had in a generation, breaks security rules, his loyal ministers fall over themselves to promise a review. He sets the rules. Our politicians have plumbed new depths in slander and abuse. This is a bottomless pit with social media amplifying every word and gesture. We have heard enough about everything from imported mushrooms to Allah and Killjoy's offspring. Although Modi has only 7 million fewer followers than Donald Trump's 44 million on Twitter, he has to work much harder, making speech after stump speech. He cannot take anything for granted, least of all the 7 million Gujaratis between 18 and 25 who were eligible to vote in the 2017 election, which is why hopping from river to dam reservoir in a single-engined aircraft makes for such good visuals. Followers aside, Trump and Modi have been brushed by an eerie confluence of events. Modi announced demonetization on the day Trump was elected. Trump bowed to Jewish cultural nationalism by recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital on December 6, the anniversary of the Babri Masjid demolition. The Bharatiya Janata Party's General Secretary Ram Madhav described the Ram Janmabhoomi movement as the ideological sheet anchor of the nationalist movement, and said the mantra of good governance and development propelled the BJP to power in 2014. The tragedy is that the principal opposition party is still stuck in identity politics, Madhav wrote on self-consciously in the Indian Express on the anniversary. But of course, it is all about identity politics. When Modi inaugurated the Ambedkar International Center in New Delhi the following day, the Prime Minister dominated the occasion, putting even 2 big statues of our first law minister in the shade. Rahul Gandhi has just been elected unopposed as Congress president. You cannot get more dynastic than to see a political post becoming a 5th-generation hereditary fiefdom. But was there a contest for the post of BJP president when Amit Shah was unanimously appointed to that post by the party's parliamentary board in 2014 and re-elected to a 3-year term in 2016? The same day as the Babri anniversary in the Jerusalem news, a video went viral of a migrant Muslim worker hacked to death and his body burnt by his attacker in Rajasthan. Such atrocities are becoming commonplace. Not a single senior BJP leader has spoken out against the savagery. When our political discourse is suffused with anger and prejudice, and this applies to all our parties, you can be excused for being cynical if you peer through jaundiced eyes at the combatants trooping into Parliament on Friday for a winter session that has been slashed to only 14 working days because, well, lawmaking is less exciting than law-breaking. We have to take a cleaver to the overgrowth of rhetoric to be able to see more clearly. Gujarat was a good opportunity to talk about development, and about how good economics can subsume caste and religious animosities. It was the test tube in which Modi created the formula for national domination, but the opportunity has been lost. By evening of the day this column appears, you'll be inundated by exit polls on who is likely to emerge victorious, Modi or the newly crowned Rahul Gandhi. Gujarat is the BJP's to lose. From 2002, when Modi fought his first election as Gujarat Chief Minister, the BJP's vote share has remained in the 4,749% range, while Congress has been stuck around 38% and won less than a third of the assembly seats. There has to be a huge swing to reverse this, even if you take into account the reported discontent among the Kamkshatriya, Harijan, Adivasi and Muslim voters, and the Hardik Patel Patidar revolt. Modi was easily the colossus best riding the Gujarat stage. Yet, he resorted to devices like alleging that Pakistan was trying to topple the BJP in Gujarat and by extension, himself. Being at the apogee of popularity does not seem to confer security. In early March 1976, when she was seemingly at the height of her power, with the emergency in force and her opponents in prison, Indira Gandhi complained that a foreign hand was trying to destabilize her when she was taking strong steps to unite the nation. 1 year later, she was tasting the ashes of defeat. Modi, on the other hand, is likely to be a shoo-in in 2019 if he sticks to his economic knitting. Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad set out the extent of Modi's power in a recent speech when he ticked off the senior judiciary for not letting the executive play a bigger role in the appointment of judges. The Prime Minister is the principal player in the appointment of the President of India and the Vice-President of India and the Speaker of the Lok Sabha and the three armed forces chiefs, the Chief Election Commissioner, a whole range of other constitutional bodies, Prasad said. The Prime Minister possesses the nuclear button, that is how much the people of the country trust him. Such power needs delegation. Back in May 2014, a few days after he took power, Modi listed his 10 commandments. Number 1 said build confidence in bureaucracy. Number 2 read welcome innovative ideas and give freedom to bureaucrats to work. The Prime Minister has held regular meetings with top bureaucrats. But recent conversations with senior civil servants reveal that there is a fair bit of angst and demoralization. The reasons seem to be a combination of the empanelment that lists senior bureaucrats for secretary-level appointments and punishes those not in favor, an opaque 360-degree appraisal system, and frequent changes at the top levels of key ministries. Here is a sampling of secretary-level personnel changes in important departments since May 2014. 5 secretaries in Chemicals Petrochemicals, 5 secretaries in Department of Fertilizers, 4 secretaries in the Ministry of Coal, 3 secretaries in the Department of Commerce, 5 secretaries in the Department of Posts, 3 secretaries in Telecommunications, 5 secretaries in Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, 6 secretaries in Electronics and Information Technology, 4 secretaries in the Department of Economic Affairs, 4 secretaries in the Department of Higher Education, 5 secretaries in School Education Literacy, 4 secretaries in Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, 5 secretaries in Minority Affairs, 5 secretaries in New Renewable Energy, 5 secretaries in Rural Development, 4 secretaries in the Ministry of Textiles, 5 secretaries in Urban Development. Getting our administrative machinery into top gear is just one urgent priority. Several forecasts now see India's gross domestic product growing at a middling 6.7% in 201,718. Core inflation is at a 15-month high, and industrial production is limping. Hopefully the Modi government will move past Gujarat, GST and demonetization to focus on making sure our economy vaults over the new India bar. Gujarat elections 2017 live updates. Modi's constituency among 93 that will see voting today. Gujarat elections 2017 phase of voting today. Here are the key highlights. Gujarat elections 2017 campaign was shrill. Over to electorate now. Phase of voting will be key to Gujarat verdict. Election Commission sends notice to Rahul Gandhi for violating model code of conduct.